Hey guys, it's Amir here. Welcome to the channel. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about why investing matters. I'm pretty sure that you have seen many variations of this kind of videos. I'm going to be honest with you. Most of the things that you hear in this video, you've probably heard before, and you might hear a thing or two that might be new to you. But the point is that, sometimes we need that extra push to put us in the right direction. And if my videos would be the one that would finally convince you to start investing, I'll be happy with that. Now, having said that, I'd like to point out a couple of things to hopefully put you in the right mindset. So first of all, let's understand why investing matters and why not investing is highly irresponsible to both your future self and those who are going to be dependent on you, and how investing can help you improve your quality of life and reach your financial goals. What I'm trying to do in this section is to sort of create a hell to run away from and a heaven to walk towards. Now, a few people may stumble into financial security, but for most people, the only way to make money, our only two options, well, legal options, are to earn an income by working, that's one option, or to invest in things that grow in value over time, also called assets. Now, a lot of people seem to understand the first option, which can help you with making more money, but not many people seem to understand the investing option, which is about becoming wealthy. Now, being wealthy ultimately has more to do with financial freedom. It means you're not living paycheck to paycheck. When you're working, you're trading time for money, which has got to be the worst way to make a living, because time is finite. So when you trade time for money, you cap your income. Now, don't get me wrong, most of us, we have no choice. We have to work in order to invest because it takes money to make money. But the only way to attain financial security, to have a better quality of life, is through the combination of working and to let your money work for you. Not investing can mean a longer working life. You might even be forced to work beyond retirement age. So one very important thing for you to understand here is the difference between making more money and getting richer. So let's consider a scenario. Let's say you have invested $1,000 in something that is giving you a 5% return after 1 year. So that means that you have given your $1,000 and by the end of the year you will get $1,050, $50 more after 1 year. So obviously it made you more money, but are you richer? Now, to answer that, we need to take into account a few things. The most important one of all is what is called inflation. Inflation, simply put, is a decline of your purchasing power. In other words, things that you normally buy have become more expensive. And, inflation varies from country to country. In most of the developed nations, inflation is about 2 to 3% per year. But it could be as high as 50% in some third world countries. It means that things that you bought a year ago now cost on average 50% more on average. In developed nations, that'll be about 2 to 3%. Now let's go back to the question. So you've made a 5% return. You've made more money, clearly. But are you richer? Now, if you live in a country that the inflation rate is, let's say, 7% and you've made 5% on your money, what does it mean? That means you are 2% behind inflation. That means what you have earned is not even enough to cover what you could have bought a year ago. But if you're living in a country that, let's say, the inflation rate is 2%, now you can afford to buy more of the things that you could have bought a year ago. So that's the key point I'm trying to make. Just making more money doesn't mean that you can afford more things. And remember, in these examples, we are considering a scenario that you have investments. If no investments, then you'll be at least behind by whatever the inflation is. I mean, I know that for some, 3% is not much, but just imagine what will happen after a few years of those inflations compounded. You'll find yourself not being able to afford a lot of things. And bear in mind that just a rise in your income and just saving up money may not match the general increase in prices, because that money that you're saving up is also reducing in value if it's in the form of cash sitting there. So the point is that investing is necessary, not only to get rich, but to even maintain a certain lifestyle. Another thing that you need to take into account is the unpredictability of the future. Just see what happened to people during the past couple of years with the coronavirus. A lot of people went out of business, and other things that might have happened on top of that. Unexpected emergencies, medical costs. And remember, as you become older, you are going to pay for more stuff. Marriage, home loan, child education. So you got to be prepared. And if your main goal is to become rich, then first you got to be able to at least maintain your lifestyle, to get out of that surviving mode. Because remember, when you're in surviving mode all the time, you can't think properly, and it's going to affect every aspect of your life. Now, investing, when done right, can get you out of that mode, so you can think about things other than your bills or rent, and focus on you achieving your goals. Once you have that covered, now we can talk about becoming rich. And actually, over time, it is far easier and quicker to have your money make you money. But having said that, you need time for your investments to grow. So not only you should learn investing, but you should start as soon as possible. So to wrap up, as always, understand what you invest in. See you soon.